Hello and welcome once more to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Altered Morality, a necessary evil story. So we kind of left on a little bit of a cliffhanger last time. And I will throw a Benny to whichever person wants to give us a recap, if y'all can remember, of what happened last time. Any takers?
I
I
mean,
missed part of it.
You did miss part of it.
well, I remember we went to the supposedly abandoned warehouse to find the Dr. Phobos formula stuff. Got ambushed by a bunch of acid dogs, and American Eagle decided that he was going to go do his own thing and chase after some guy, and managed to completely screw us over.
And we don't know for sure yet, but I'm betting that's Dr. Phobos.
Just a little inkling there.
Teeny tiny suspicion there.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, that checks out.
I mean,
me screw over the rest of you? Never.
Never.
Really.
Never has happened. Not once in this game.
Not once.
No, not at all. Oh, I've got the wrong glasses on. I might be able to see if I put my computer glasses on.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
mine on.
Saw Dr. Phobos, because American only saw him when he flew up, so we may not even know we're screwed yet.
Right?
Well, you
This
guys
is
did at
accurate.
the end of last episode all look up and see these giant spiders coming into the building
Oh, yes,
from
that's
outside,
right.
and a 50-foot tall Dr. Phobos staring down through the roof, the open sections of the roof at y'all. So
Yep.
you're pretty sure that's Dr. Phobos.
Yes.
And let's see, that they appeared at the end of Eagle's turn, and that takes us to the 6 of spades, which makes it Weaver's turn. So I'm going to move down to the lower level, and Weaver, you have these weird dogs all around you.
Yep. Most certainly do. Hold on one second. Let me see here. Well, I'm going to take 2 actions. Let me start off with that.
Okay, so -2 to every action.
No, because I've got my multi-action thing and my additional actions.
There
I
you go.
don't get. Yes.
Now,
The thing that makes it so I don't get penalized.
the dog at the top of the little L shape there, I think that's the one I still have under control.
Yes.
Okay, the one that's like above center.
No, just at the top of the L shape. Like
Oh, okay.
it was the thing
Right
that
there?
one. Yep, that one.
Okay. Are any of are any of them injured? I can't remember.
Currently, no.
Let's go for the one that's at the crook of the L shape, I guess.
So this one here?
No, like the one that's like at the very corner.
That
like,
one?
This one.
Yeah. Okay. And then
All
with
right.
that, we're going to
What are you doing to this poor puppy?
Poor puppy. Uh-huh.
You know, it hasn't worked so far, but maybe the dice will smile upon us. I actually take back only targeting one of them. I'm going to put down a medium blast template and try Entangled again. Because we need to tie up some of these.
Where do you want to place that template?
If I place it at the dog that I had pointed out, how well does that cover? Can I see? Perfect. Okay,
That'll get all the
that.
dogs, and as long as you exclude yourself.
Yep, I will exclude myself. Alrighty, let me do my focus roll. There's no noise coming in through my mic other than me, right?
That is correct. We don't
Okay.
hear Alec in the background tonight. yet.
Okay, I was about to say, do I have to go beat him up real quick?
No, because he'd like it too much.
Well, I have like a Nerf gun now, so just in
Sweet.
case.
Did you tape tacks onto the end of the darts?
Not yet. That's for if he keeps messing up. Anyway, back to this. I'm just trying to find my dice.
How dare you not have your dice ready?
Well, I have like a whole pile of them. Oh, cool. Okay.
I've got 40 years worth of them. That's not an excuse.
22.
22. So that is, they are all bound. Let me
Yay.
open up my library here. So when they're bound, that makes them vulnerable and distracted.
Same, dogs. Same.
I love that. Okay.
And last one. Okay, and your second action.
Second action. Or how close are the spiders? Are they like still descending down?
They are still descending, yes.
Okay.
And as you look up, there's one roughly here, there's one roughly here, one roughly here, and one roughly here.
Okay,
All, they're currently scurrying down the walls.
oh, fun. Okay, they might be a little too far for me to really shoot at them or anything.
They'd be in medium range.
That'd be a medium range.
Yeah, so a -2 for the range penalty.
I don't have very good shooting though, to begin with. This is a problem.
Which one do you want to shoot?
Um,
East, south 1, south 2, or west?
hold on. As soon as I figure out what's going on with my tabs, there we go. I can point it out for you. Alrighty. Let's do. Can you see me pressing? No. Okay. So I will just put a little arrow over here.
Okay, so south 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make that shoot and roll with a -2 penalty for the range.
Okay. Fingers crossed this actually works.
I'd cross my eyes, but that would make it hard to see.
I mean, you already chose the wrong glasses.
Yup.
8. Oh, well, with -2, 6.
That is a hit, no raise.
Okay. And so then it's 2d6s
Yes, okay.
for the Glock. And that would be a 10 for your damage.
10 damage. You hit that sucker square, and it does not seem to penetrate the carapace on this spider.
Well, that's all my actions because I didn't claim a third one.
Indeed. And that takes us to the spiders on the 5 of diamonds.
Oh dear.
So
Oh
this one is going to drop down a level, and it is going to scurry. Let's see, 1, 2. Let's see. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it moves up next to Cinder. And it did not have to run. Cinder, what is your parry?
1 second. Let me find where it is on the sheet. There it is. Parry is 6.
All right. This thing seems to be in some sort of a frenzy. There it is. It might even be an improved frenzy.
Oh boy.
You said it was 6?
6.
So it hits you twice. I have an important question. What is your strength?
My strength right now is at +3 because I grew to my full extent.
What's the die type?
My die type on strength is a D10 normally.
So 3 steps would make it. Or no, it's just a +3, isn't it?
Strength and toughness, both a +3 while power is active. Yeah, it just says +3. It doesn't say die type.
All right. So there's a 9 and a 6. That's 15. +3 is 18 versus your toughness.
Toughness is 14 right now because I am at +3.
You are going to be taking a wound. Would you like to spend one of your currently 3 bennies to soak it?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make that vigor test.
That is, my vigor is, where is it hiding? Because this sheet is laid out differently.
Right next to strength.
Yeah, I'm just having trouble seeing the line. D10. And my D6.
Oh.
I actually have
Val's here.
I actually have a D6 that says kapow. Hey!
Hey, Val.
Here we go.
Now, if
Come
only
on, roll
Don
high.
Boone would live up to his promise to watch all of our
Ooh,
shows.
I see kapow. And another kapow. 15.
15 is enough to soak it, and you are not shaken. That'll take us to the next spider, which will be the one over here on the east. It's going to drop to the floor. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It moves up next to Concertina.
Yay.
What is your parry?
2.
2. All right. So this is not gonna be good for you there.
No.
No, because it hits you 3 times. 2 of the times it hits you with raises. What is your strength die?
D4.
D4. All right. So what is your toughness?
10.
10. So you're not going to be taking anything from that one.
Oh, thank
I forgot to add the D6 to it. That's still not enough. All right. The second one with a raise. That's 5, 9. Not enough to get through. The third one does not have a raise. Come on, D4. Nope. 8.
Yay.
Woohoo! Dice are with me tonight.
So that takes us to the next one, which is the one that Weaver shot at. Weaver's pace is that, so It's going to drop down. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you know what? It's going to run. So that gets a d6 plus 1. So it gets 5 more. 1, 2, 3. It's going to make an athletics check to see if it can use its webbing to swing over to get above and behind Weaver. So its athletics die. It succeeds with a couple of raises.
I still don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
you're cheating on camera.
It's not supposed to do that.
Right.
For some reason, that camera is not focusing real well tonight.
It's all the
Oh.
magnets you use.
It's so
All
you
right.
can see better.
It was a 14 on a d20. So it's a couple of raises. Yes, it does indeed have a d20 for athletics.
Oh my goodness.
So it shoots a web up, catches one of the rafters, swings over behind Weaver. And Weaver, what is your parry? Oh, Cece.
I forgot to unmute myself. I'm having a moment.
What's your parry?
It is 4. I was trying to
4.
figure out where I put my freaking character sheet, and I forgot I put it on my third tinier monitor in the corner.
So it hits you twice.
Ah, shit.
What is your strength die?
Strength die is a 4.
A 4?
Uh-huh.
So what's your toughness?
9.
The first one doesn't get through. The second one is a 9, so you become shaken.
Oh, biscuits.
And last but not least is the fourth spider. And it can't really get to Eagle because he is flying around up there. So it's going to drop down. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Let's do it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As it moves in next to Concertina,
Mm-hmm.
you can blame Eagle since he's in the sky. 3 hits, 2 of which are raises.
We've already decided that everything is always Eagle's fault.
The first one, this one's going to hurt. There's 10, 15.
Oof.
15 and 6 is 21 versus your toughness of, was it 10 or 9?
10.
10? So that's going to be 1, 2 wounds. Would you like to spend one of your bennies to soak it?
Yep.
All right.
I rolled a 5.
5 is enough to soak one of the 2 wounds.
Okay.
So you will take a single wound and be shaken. And I really don't know why, because on the camera screen, it's showing up real clear. I don't know why it's so. There it is. That's much clearer.
Yep, it's clear now.
Okay.
Or clearer anyway.
All right. And then the second hit. It's going to be 9, 10. That's a second shaken result, which would take you to a second wound, unless you want to try and soak it.
I'll try it if I got the bennies.
You now have 1 Benny left after you spend this one. You have a -1 on this roll from your first wound.
Okay, so that would be a failure then. I rolled a 2.
Definitely a failure.
Well, I rolled a 3, so it would be a 2. Yeah.
All right. And that takes us to the end of the round. I don't think there were any jokers drawn yet. Negative. So this time, for the spiders, a 3 of hearts. For the weaver, 8 of clubs. For eagle, 9 of clubs. Queen of spades for concertina. And last but not least, a 5 of spades for sender. Current betting count is sender with 2. Concertina with 1. Eagle and weaver both still have 3.
Aren't you guys so glad that I decided to combine these encounters in one? You know, just to get it all out of the way.
Oh,
so happy.
This was a great idea. A+.
You're welcome.
A+ for accident.
Remember, there's one key thing that we always talk about in EMS. There's no such thing as an accident, because an accident means it was unavoidable. There's always a way to avoid something.
Oh,
This
yeah,
was not an
100%.
accident.
Ugh.
I don't know. Eagle was involved, so it was pretty unavoidable.
All right. So up first we have, unless anybody wants to spend a Benny to draw a new card. Anyone?
No,
Oh.
I'm good.
I will
Okay.
spend one. I will spend 1 Benny to try to get that choker.
All right.
Are the clubs
Fishing.
the bad ones? I keep forgetting.
So you go from a 9 of clubs to a king of hearts.
You're
Yeah, I
thinking of.
Oh, nice.
You're
Shaylin,
thinking
stop.
of.
Babe, can you call Shaylin, please? Thank you. Sorry, I was dealing with the little one.
Now, my little ones were down here right before we started.
Everyone saw my not so little one kiss me right at the beginning of the show.
Yep. All right. So on King of Hearts, we have American Eagle.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to try to do.
There we go. I moved up to where you're at. You are currently right here. There's not a lot of light up here, so it's harder to see you.
Perfect. All is going according to plan.
Sure it is.
There's a
Uh-huh.
plan?
That's what American Eagle always says, whether it's true or not. So here's what I want to attempt to do. Multi-action. The first one, utilizing my 2-gun kid edge, I want to take 2 shots at the 2 spiders that are one that's the one that's like on the cylinder next to Weaver and Cinder. And then I want to take another shot at one of the spiders next to Concertina.
Okay.
So that's the first action. And then the second action will be to throw a grenade, but we'll see how the first action goes first.
Okay.
Oh, aced on the D6.
Woo, woo.
Got an 8 on one of the shots, and then 6. Well, hold on, -2 for the multi-action. So 6 on one shot and a 4 on that second shot.
Okay. Both hit, no raise.
All right. So let's see. Check my damage. 2d6 plus 1 plus a d10 because of my God-given right, aka Deadeye. So here is the damage roll for the first shot. 6, the 10 for the first shot.
Okay. Does not puncture the carapace.
Okay.
Second shot goes at the one next to Weaver.
9 plus 4 is 13. 17 on the second shot.
That one causes a wound, and the spider drops to the ground and kind of turns into this cloud of dust that floats away.
Okay.
So let me remove that guy.
And then I want to toss a grenade, medium burst template, to include all of the currently bound dogs, not Weaver.
Is it an actual item or is it a power?
It's an actual item, so it will be an athletics roll to see if I chuck it accurately. So
And you
here
said
is
what template was it?
medium burst template.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to make this sucker appear. So you wanting to get... You can get 3, no problem.
Okay. Could I get the 3 dogs on the left and the spider?
Yes, you could.
Okay, then that's what I'll do instead.
All right.
And I would like to spend a Benny because I don't believe a 2 will suffice.
No, a 2 won't suffice.
I mean, depends on whose plan I'm sufficing. Okay, anyways. 6 minus 2 is a
Plan?
4. That's a success.
I do not think this word means what you think it means.
This word. You use
All
it all the
right.
time.
Using it.
So
Let's
with
see
a
that damage.
basics 4, double checking this damage.
It's like
3d6.
I was going to say. I think it's 3d6.
Okay. So got a total of 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yep.
So as it explodes, the spider shrugs it off. Those dogs are all going to be shaken. So let me add a shaken token to them.
Ooh.
And the way I imagine it in my head is Eagle swooping around. He goes, "How's this for a star-spangled
Oops.
banner?"
I accidentally deleted the template when I needed to just make it invisible so I can keep using it.
Oops.
Oopsies.
All right. That was the King of Hearts. That takes us to the Queen of Spades. For Concertina, you have foes everywhere, Concertina.
Yeah, I do. But one of
The
the
good
spiders.
news is the dog next to you is currently bound and unable to do anything.
Okay. Do they do attack of opportunities in this game? I forget. So if I move away, okay. We don't want to do that then. I am going to use Whirlwind. So Concertina starts singing again. And her voice turns into this red mist that starts swirling around her and explodes outward from her. And everyone in an MTB is distracted and must make a strength roll or be knocked back. So I'm trying to knock the spiders away from me. Because I imagine the dog being entangled can't be knocked back.
GM, I think you're muted.
Yep, I think so too.
I was mainly talking to myself.
Like you do.
And this is different from when?
That's the right size, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Medium burst template should be 4 inches in radius.
Oh, now I see it. Yeah, I think
In
that's
radius
it.
or circumference?
Radius.
Yeah, I think that's more it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks closer.
Okay. So they all need to make a strength test. So we'll start with the spider to the southwest of you.
Okay.
That one currently has a D4 strength. And it is going to... How far do they get knocked back?
It did not say.
I did... Actually, I'm being a bad game master. I did not open my books tonight.
This
Kiss.
is not make a strength roll.
So bad.
You will be knocked back.
Oh, so it's standard knockback rules then.
Okay.
Or necessary evil.
That's
2d6 inches. I like that.
Yep. So roll your 2d6.
Oh no, that was made up.
That's actually...
Oh wow.
Chris,
So,
I raise
6.
my glass to you for making up accurately.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 1d6.
1d6.
Plus 1d6 for every 10 damage you do.
Okay, so the first one is 4.
So 1, 2, 3, and on 4 it slams into the wall, causing... There goes Val in the chat trying to confuse the fuck out of me. 2d6 plus the number of inches traveled. So roll 2d6 plus 4.
That would be 14.
14. That is enough to shake that guy.
Yeah. Shake it.
Woot, woot.
All right.
Take it.
Then the dog here. The dog has a strength of D10. He gets knocked back straight away from you. Go ahead and roll the 1d6 inches. Hey, Padre.
5.
5. So roll a d6 or 2d6 plus 1 as he smacks into the next dog.
8.
8. That is not enough to hurt him. But he will be... Oops. He is going to be there for the moment. And strength roll for the dog that just got hit. Yeah, he stood his ground. So this guy gets knocked there as he slams into the dog, the other dog. Then, Weaver,
Okay. Yes.
make a strength roll.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Weaver.
Ah! Where is my...
Ooh, Alan. Hello, Alan. All right. Come on, Weaver.
Okay. It's going to be 4.
4 is just enough.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Then
Yay.
we have the other spider who is attacking Weaver. So what's Weaver's strength?
It's a D4.
D4? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a critical failure. He is up higher, so go ahead and roll the 2d6 or the 1d6 for the distance that he's flying.
4.
1d6.
No, this is her or Concertina.
Oh.
Not you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it lands on top of this other tank. And that is everyone.
what's up is we're trying to kick some butt, and I'm not sure how we're doing yet.
That one doesn't take any damage.
All right.
As far as American Eagle's concerned, he thinks he's doing fabulously.
That last one doesn't take damage.
Does Concertina now wish to move?
Am I muted?
No, you're not.
Oh,
I didn't hear
does the
You're
half
good.
spider take damage?
No. He was up higher, so he landed on top of the other tank.
Okay, he didn't ram into things. Got it.
No, he did not ram into anything. You could move safely now if you want.
Yeah, move me like diagonal up to in the free space there.
So up to here?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
And that was Concertina's turn to the dogs. All right. So we're going to start with the one at the top left. It gets an athletics test to see it. Well, first it gets a spirit test to see if it breaks a
Weaver?
shaken.
Idea for advance. New power.
That is 7 minus 2 because of the distracted. It's still going to be enough. So this guy, whoops, is no longer shaken. He gets an athletics test.
I'll say that's the one I'm controlling, right?
Yeah, but he is currently bound and he was shaken.
Yeah.
4 minus 2 is not enough, so that one is still bound. Then we go to the first one that's not controlled. He gets a spirit test. He does not pass. Third one does not pass the spirit test. Fourth one is not shaken. Oops, wrong die. So he tries to break free. There's a 10, 11 minus 2. So he is no longer bound as he gets a raise on escaping.
Boo.
The last
agree.
one, he is not shaken either. So you know what? That sucks. He did not escape. All right. So one of the dogs is back in the fight. All of the spiders are still in the fight. Or no, 3 of the spiders are still in the fight. And it is now the
You
8
still
of
have
clubs.
James.
What's that?
You still have the dog above
Oh.
Cinder.
Yeah.
I completely missed that one.
I'm
All
sorry,
right,
teacher. You forgot to assign homework.
That's quite all right.
That one is going to try and bite Cinder.
Go for it.
It gets a +1 gang up bonus because of the spider right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
So its fighting is that. What is Cinder's parry?
Parry is still 6.
Still a 6. 5 is not going to cut it. You know what? Yeah, that got worse. It's not a critical failure, but
Darn.
all right. Now it is the Weaver's turn. What is the Weaver going to do, Cece?
Let's see. So Weaver is going to take 2 actions again. What?
So
did I?
I've
Okay.
met Alan in person, and I can hear his voice saying every one of these, and it's freaking hilarious to me.
Oh my god.
You've met Alan too, Cece. Ronnie, have you met Alan?
I not directly. I've seen him on live streams though, so I can also hear his voice.
Alan has this amazing voice that he should be using for voice acting.
Okay.
What's the Weaver going to do?
First action. Let me see. Is there anything I know about these spiders?
They are big. They are hairy. They kind of look like this.
Okay.
Blech.
Oh,
They're-
and when they die, they curl into a mist or whatever James has
Yes.
described.
Do I know any reason why they do that? Or
I mean, you can try a common knowledge roll with a, let's say, a -4.
You know what? I'm kind of hoping for that.
okay. So common knowledge with a -4.
Correct.
Bring it. Let's see, what's my common knowledge? Not very good.
What'd you
Let's
get?
do this. Well, no, I meant like in terms of die. I haven't rolled yet. Where's my favorite die?
They might be cousins of the Dust Bunny, only bigger.
Cousins of the Dust Bunny. 7 with a -4, 3.
You have no idea.
Okay, well, it was worth
You
a
still
shot.
got 3 bennies if you want.
You know what? Why not? All right, let's try again.
All right. Try again.
I'm going to switch up my game. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, she got an ace.
I did. 9.
So, as you're looking at these spiders, you realize each and every spider is exactly the same, which is not natural. These are not natural spiders. You're not sure what kind of spiders they are, but they're definitely not of this world.
Okay.
Ooh.
So not of this world. Okay. They don't seem like there's some
Right.
sort. Well, I guess
I
it would be
disagree, though.
illusion.
I love spiders. Spiders are amazing, except for
Oh
those
my
brown
God.
recluse. Brown recluse, yes, they are evil, but no,
I
not
love
the rest of them.
spiders.
I'm fine with spiders as long as they stay around the edges of the house to keep the bad things away.
That's how Alec feels. He said, so long as they don't encroach on my space, I'm okay with them. I would keep
He
one
does
as a
know
pet.
he swallows several spiders a year, right?
I like
Oh,
to
look who
remind him of
decided
that.
to join us.
You're
Oh my
later than
God.
33 minutes
So
and
late.
38 seconds late.
Tit.
John Doom, you're later than I was last week.
Ooh, burn.
Not last week, week before last, but you
Yeah,
know what I
last
mean.
session.
Last
session.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had some late days.
Yeah. Medical field's rough, man.
Hey, last
Black
I heard,
Widow?
John's a wizard, and he arrives precisely when he means to.
Black widows, I would rather be bitten by a black widow than a brown recluse. And I've treated both.
Yeah, in my studies, I would say the same. Oh,
All right. Well, it's going to be a good weekend for Ronnie.
Right?
Cooper
Okay,
Capricorn.
so Weaver, did you finally decide what you're going to do now that you have no idea what these are?
yeah, we're just gonna try to shoot him again. I'm gonna go with the one that's near Cinder this time.
Shooting the spider or the dog?
The spider.
Okay. So the spider right up next to Cinder.
Yeah, they're the current threat. The dogs are kind of indisposed right now.
True.
The spiders kind of worry me a little more.
Yeah, same. Alrighty, so we are going to shoot. Why do I keep forgetting I have that literally up on my third screen? I keep forgetting that exists. Okay. Because
Granny
apparently
don't have any tarot spray at the moment, though.
What? Oh, what is tarot spray? I don't even know what that is.
I'm assuming it's a spray that deals with spiders and insects.
Probably. 6. Does a 6 work?
A 6 will hit.
A 6 will hit.
Indeed.
Alrighty. I will take that. And then it's 2d6 again
Yep.
for the actual damage. We got an 8.
It ricochets off the carapace.
I would like to Benny that because that is BS.
All right, reroll that damage. Snake eyes.
Okay, I don't
I don't
mind spiders, but the
know.
thought of them in my hair, no,
Oh,
no.
15.
15. That is enough to, I believe, cause a wound.
Yay! I like
That is
that.
indeed enough to cause a wound.
Yay!
And that one has its thorax blown out.
Yeah! Violence.
The good news is there's only 2 spiders left.
We're making progress. We haven't died yet, knock on wood.
You haven't died yet.
That's why I knocked on
And you're
wood.
still towards the beginning of this tale.
You know, I don't like how you're downing my vibe, man.
Why did James's yet sound like challenge accepted?
Uh-huh. It really, really did, because it
Oh.
probably was.
In
It
my
was.
defense, the last 2 deaths in other games, well, the last 4, 5 deaths were not my fault. They were player induced.
I mean, that's usually how it comes around. Bad decisions are bad decisions.
All right.
All right, John.
John,
So that was Weaver, and on the 5 of spades, we have Cinder.
okay. So, I have to do a multi-action because the floor has to become lava. And I really, really, really need to hit that spider over there.
The one farthest from you?
The one up on the, yeah. Because
Oh, the
there
one
aren't,
up on the tank.
yeah, the one up on the tank, because the other one's, the one down to the south of me is even further away.
Okay. So you're aiming for the one on the big tank of chemicals.
Yes.
Okay.
This sounds like a
So-
great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, shoot that.
Especially since, well, it's napalm.
It's a great idea. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep. So the wild die I'm using this time has a planet on it. We may be going to outer space.
It's true.
We'll find out.
We'll see what happens. Focus is a D8. We'll use a little D6, and we'll use our lovely metal D8 from Norse. Brain is not working well today. I apologize
North
for that.
Foundry,
Yes.
our favorite dice company.
Yes. And it's been a day. Words are hard.
They're very hard, man. I feel ya.
Oh, I see a planet, which means that's a 6.
I don't know if there was or not, John.
I see a planet again. There's another planet. So that's 18.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification either.
23 for active. No, I got to subtract for the multi-action. So that is 21 for activating the floor is lava.
Okay.
Now
That-
for the
That is a success. With a raise.
yes, it doesn't seem to have any extra with a raise though. So now for the flaming liquid that bursts from the palms of the flaming haired woman. I see a planet. That is an 8.
All right. Give me just a second here. I gotta find something.
I'll give you more than a second.
Because this is
There may be something very bad that
fun.
just happened.
This is lots of fun. There it is.
Just can't wait to end the session. Well, the spiders are dead, but so are we.
Ooh, this is pretty.
Oh, that scares me. I'm extremely amused, but I'm scared at the same time.
Let's see. Yep.
Oh my.
Oh dear. That is
All right. So
a lot.
first let's see the damage to that spider.
Let's see. That's a +4 AP on that too.
So
2d6 damage.
2d6.
Let's find. Well, let's use both of these. The planet
Oh look, we can see
and
the eagle's shadow when I've got the template there.
the
for
planet
joy.
and the kapow that really, really fits this situation. Nine.
9 damage to the spider.
Yep.
All right. It doesn't seem to affect the spider, but let's see what happens when the whole tank goes boom. So that's going to be, this one and this one. So everybody who is touching that large template, Weaver, that
Oh,
fire
no.
comes right up to your face and stops just shy of hitting you.
This is not a comfortable feeling. This is not the
And-
definition of comfortable at all.
Quick
I
check.
don't
Do you
like-
still have eyebrows?
I don't like
Do I still have eyebrows, James? This is
No,
important.
it's that close.
Oh, dang.
The other one was better. So that would be 14. So the 14 will get rid of the spider.
Poof.
14 will get rid of 3 of the dogs.
Oh, my dog goes bye-bye.
Indeed it does. And Weaver, your toughness was...
9.
Not Weaver, sorry, Sender. My bad.
14.
So you are shaken. All right. And just for giggles and
Is-
grins.
Is Eagle
And does
knocked out?
damage go back out of me with the floor is lava?
Say that again?
I turned on the floor is lava before my attack. Does damage go back that way again? That's my absorption.
Yeah, it would go back.
There's another tank there.
There is, but you're not close enough for it to affect you.
Darn. Yeah,
Is-
but does it go boom? Because within 24 yards?
Yeah, I would say let's see here.
While
Uh,
you're figuring out the math of how big of an explosion it gets, does Eagle get affected by this blast as
yes.
well?
What is Eagle's toughness? Because it is a 3-dimensional explosion.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Mighty toughness of 5.
You can tell we're really experienced at
14
not hurting each
damage
other.
to your toughness of 5.
Oh, that's a good question.
2 wounds.
Do you wish to spend one of your bennies to soak it?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Finale.
Depending on how these rolls go in the next few minutes.
It wasn't planned that way.
I mean, like, isn't that the best kind of finale, though? The one you didn't plan for?
I have a follow-up question after we resolve this soaking. So I soaked one of the 2 incoming wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So she says the damage goes back out, and then it blows up the other tank. So
You would be hit by the second burst, but not the other tank.
okay, that's what I was just picturing, like boom, and then the
So-
damage goes back out, and then boom.
Like John said, I had already planned on doing it. Benny for Eagle for calling out his own likely damage.
Oh,
So
thank you.
you did take a wound and you are shaken. But now you're taking that damage again. Do you wish to spend that Benny you just got to try and soak it the second time?
Hold on a second. Let me.
And I am sort of sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie. Be honest.
I did say sort of. I qualified it.
And you said I won't be affected by the third blast.
Correct.
Okay, then yes.
Nor the fourth.
Or okay. All right, good to know. Then yes, I will spend a Benny to try to soak the ensuing additional 2 wounds. It's ace on the d6 for a mighty 8 minus 1 is a 7. I soak 1.
All right. So you're up to 2 wounds total. As this tank here to the west also explodes.
Sure it does.
It was caught in the blast of the second one. And now there are noxious fumes starting to fill the chamber. And as
Wonderful.
that spider is going to attempt to break its shaken. It has a spirit of D10. So it does break its shaken. And now it is going to, let's see here. Looks like the closest person, 2, 3, 4, 5, is going to be Concertina. And as it comes scrabbling up into Concertina, its fangs are gnashing and venom is dropping from its fangs. And a rolling cloud of noxious fumes starts to fill the factory. That is where we'll pick up in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you love the maps that you see, and this one here I actually built myself using Arkenforge Toolkit. If you love those maps, head on over to arkenforge.com. Use the coupon code KOTSDT, Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, KOTSDT, to get $5 off of each item in your cart. If you love great math rocks, especially the heavy metal ones, head on over to norsefoundry.com, use that same coupon code at checkout, and it will get you 10% off your total order. So we will see everybody who's here, hopefully, if John remembers to show up on time, in 2 weeks. So don't forget, everybody, keep it savage.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
If you're in San Marcos, Texas this week and come to Chupa, say hi. Chupa Capricorn.
Chupacabra.